Sup, my miniatures nerds? Today I want to show you something that I learned to make swords look pretty cool. I like this effect if you're going for something like these. I like these on my men at arms or some of my other lower class units. So this is going to take a sword and make it look like it was used in battle. Really nice and roughed up, but still like good. Still like someone would still use this sword. So it's not going to be all broken and decayed and rusty like someone's going to throw this away, but it looks like someone has used this a lot recently, and I think it makes it a really good battlefield effect, and it's pretty easy. So first what I do is I'll take my metals. See if I can get it to focus. Come on. All right. So then I put a very dark shade of brown on the metal surface, just right here on the blade. So I do that because the next part, it's actually going to wash in pretty good to it, and it's going to look better for the overall effect. So I'm going to take a good amount of typhus corrosion. So this is supposed to make it look rusty and decrepit and being ready to be thrown away. And what I like to do is I like to do swipes because it does actually make a little bit of a difference. You're not going to see it now, but it's going to fill in these cracks. And right now it looks pretty gross and disgusting. This kind of looks like a big old glob of mud on here. But when it dries, especially if you used a dark brown wash, you're going to get something that looks like this. So, still kind of gross looking, but this does look more like a rusty, rusty bardiche, rusty spear, and something probably they didn't want to use unless they had to. But we are going to do a quick dry brush over top of this, and it's really going to change what it looks like. So I like using Canoptic alloy. So this is a more brown, more goldish metal. So the base bottom is just lead belcher. And then I used a Grax Earth Shade, like quite a bit of it. You can still see the metal pretty good. But I like that brown because it's going to give this a really good worn feeling. Not destroyed, not rusty, but a good worn feeling. So like I said, like I did with that, what we're going to do is we're going to do swipes at it like this would be used. So the spear point, I'm going to go down a little bit here on this edge. It's going to come in. So however you think this weapon would be used, that's kind of how you want to swipe at it. Now, when we are doing this Canoptic alloy, it's going to make these edges pop, like these rivets pop really good too. So this is going to give you a good line, a good outline, as well as a really cool battle effect. So come in here, hit these edges more so you can see these lines are really starting to pop here. You're getting in some of these other lines with the brush strokes. There. So now what you have left is this bardiche, however you want to call it. Now it looks like this guy's still using it, he's still taking care of it, but it's got some wear, it's got some scratches, it's got some pitting. So that's a big thing a lot of people miss, especially when you're trying to be accurate, is lots of these weapons being hit over time. You're going to get lots of these little pits and cracks all over the weapon, which didn't mean they were not usable anymore. But now it looks like this guy has used his weapon thoroughly, cleaned it up, and is still ready to keep on hacking. So that's my little tip, and I do it for a lot of my minis, especially some of the bad ones, lower ones, people that wouldn't be able to service their weapons all the time. And especially like Chaos with this, and you get some blood and gore on there, it looks phenomenal. So it's a neat little trick. I could hopefully, maybe you guys didn't know that, maybe you guys use it on your models.